Hey, welcome back to my channel, Looking for a Sign. I'm SJ. You guys know you're my ears and eyes. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and then as I was getting dressed and doing my thing, I just got this overwhelming feeling that I needed to tap into the collective and bring you guys the current energy and things going on, because a lot of you guys, like, I don't know, it was just like this random bit of energy that just felt very like y'all need to know what was going on, okay? So I'm here. Okay, I am going to go ahead and do an extension to this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. This is like really, I don't even have a title for this video yet. It's just whatever comes out. I don't know why this was needed, but hey, I'm all for it, okay? So I actually drew from two different decks for the current energy, okay? I have Impasse, Wisdom, Expansion, okay? Healing and Overthinking. All right, and these cards come from my Looking for a Lesson deck. Pre-orders are available, okay? Links are down below for the extended, for the site, if you would like to book a reading with me through either my website or you're looking for a mini reading. They're just more for those who are kind of strapped for cash and just need something right now. You can go ahead over to my Esty Shop, okay? So let's go ahead and check this out. So for the overall energy, I have Impasse, okay? With Impasse, this is like something is blocking your path. Normally with this person being here, this is a person. And with the moon being here, kind of like shining on that person, this is normally my card for there are secrets in the background that you don't know about. And it's kind of like you're being protected from something that you don't know. So it's like your intuition may be kind of going off, but there's either somebody you're with, somebody you're connected to, somebody you live with, somebody where there's just someone in your life that's kind of blocking something for you. Rather it's blocking a blessing, rather, I don't even know. Like there's something that you can't see because there's someone blocking. Okay, so rather you can't see your full financial potential or abundance because you're with someone who just doesn't encourage you or support, whatever it is. It just feels like there is a person in your path that is blocking, okay? And then we have here Wisdom. When I tell you guys that for this collective, you have been getting so many revelations. There are so many things that you guys have really been having epiphanies and awakenings, and just spirit has really been talking to you guys lately and has really been kind of opening your eyes to things. You guys are connecting to yourself. You're having random moments where you're just like driving and you're just like, OMG, that's why I have abandonment issues, or just whatever. Like you guys are really opening up to the depths of like who you are, why you're who you are, why am I such a people pleaser, why am I a people pleaser to the wrong people, right? Here is Expansion. I feel like that is the heavy thing on the brain with you guys. For the overall energy, there's just this energy of wanting to expand your finances, wanting to expand your home, wanting to expand your knowledge, really tapping into these different layers of who you are, and because these random bits of who you are, and you're just like, listen, I'm pretty sure that like if I get into this, or if I do more work with this, that like I could be successful in this, okay? The overall lessons for this collective is healing and overthinking, okay? With my healing card, it says evolving, stagnant energy, shadow work, connecting with ancestors or guides, isolation, and growth. There's a lot of you guys who are really tapping into your spirituality. What does spirituality mean to you? More so, you guys are really tapping into the fact of the way that I grew up seeing spirituality or seeing religion, or however the case may be. I'm getting to a place where I'm not afraid to go towards what resonates with me, even if it's different from what I've grown up with. And my mom probably isn't going to be very accepting of it, and my dad's probably not going to be, or just whoever. You guys are at this place where you're just like, you know what? I got to do this for me. With overthinking, I just feel like with this energy, you guys can feel the abundance coming in. You guys know you have something good coming in. A lot of you guys have been doing a lot of healing work and you just don't understand why certain things are not coming in. I don't have negative people in my life. I'm not, doing crazy things like I was before. Why is this abundance not coming in? The overall, at the bottom of the deck, we have rejection. But this is my card for rejection is God's protection, right? But you guys are just in this energy of like needing guidance. Why? In theory, when you let go of negative things and negative people or whatever the case may be, things are supposed to come in for you. Things are not coming in for me. I don't understand. Like, what could I possibly be doing wrong? And so, okay. So for a lot of you guys may have let go of a connection or let go of a job, okay? I'm picking up that there is someone here where somebody may have said, you're so talented, you should start this business, open up your Esty Shop, and you did, and you're not getting any traction. You're just getting really discouraged because it's just like, I've done everything that I felt like, Spirit was asking of me, and these things are not coming in. And I just don't understand why they're not. Childhood trauma. With childhood trauma here, what I'm picking up for childhood trauma is the fear of missing out. There's a fear of, for some of you, it was hard for you to let go of that connection or that person or that friend. Because if I let that person go, what if all of a sudden they boss up? Here's the thing. For the people I'm talking to in this collective, you guys were not attached to bullshit ass people. Excuse me for cursing, but you guys were not attached to like BS kind of people. Now, these may be people that were toxic, or these may have been people that were just like cheating on you, or just were intentionally not helping you grow so that you could stay codependent on them. For the people I'm talking to in this collective, you are 110% connected to their potential. Why? Because they may have been, they may have had their own business. They may have just been really rising really fast in their job. They could have been really into investments or whatever the case may be. You saw so much potential in what they were bringing to the table and what you bring to the table. There's a strong feeling of like, when I can get this person to understand the asset that we could be together, oh, we are going to be fire. We are going to be a power couple. We are going to be this. It's a childhood trauma of the fear of missing out. Have you ever seen little kids I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast. I'm getting so many downloads and I'm getting excited. Babies, when babies don't want to fall asleep, but you can tell they're exhausted. Older people always say, oh, they don't want to go to sleep because they think they're going to miss something. It's a childhood trauma. We eventually grow up and we get a part of groups or something because it's like, let's just say, for example, like the Gothic kids, they're all grouped up. They're all clipped up. They wear these cool clothes and they look like everything is popping over there. Like, I want to be a part of that. I don't want to miss out on that. And then you go over there and you like, they're not even talking to each other. They're not even talking about anything. I want it to be over here so bad. And it's not even what it is. It's a fear of missing out. Especially if you grew up in a household where it's like, and this is for someone in particular, like I'm literally picking up that there's like a mother or a father, either they were married or they're committed, whatever the case may be. And you know how it's like, well, who do you want to live with? For somebody here or a group of people here, this trauma kind of started because it's like, all right, well, I want to live with my mom because I don't want to hurt her feelings. And then mom is struggling and mom is going through stuff. Meanwhile, dad is over there and he's living his best life. And every time he comes to get you on weekends, you're like, yo, I knew I should have said I wanted to live with my dad. Or for some of you guys, I'm picking up, it's deeper than that. It's where you chose to live, codependency just try to pop out. Let's just say you wanted to live with dad, right? You want to live with dad, I'm a boy, let's say for guys, whatever. And, I want to live with my dad. That's who I need to be with. And come to find out, dad is like super toxic. Dad is like in his room all the time. Dad is never home. Meanwhile, you know, everything is lit at mom's house. When you talk to your siblings, they're in a healthy environment. Everything is going cool. You know, mom starts dating. Mom gets, you know, this amazing boyfriend, and they're going on trips and they're doing this. And you're just like, the hell? Like, I completely chose wrong. So for some of you, that's the childhood trauma that I'm picking up, this fear of missing out. That's kind of like where that came from, right? So some of you guys have this fear of like, I know that I have good things coming in. I know that I'm supposed to live a better life, and I know I'm supposed to do it with somebody. I want to do it with this person, but this person won't get it together. They're really good at their job, or they're really good for what they do for a living or whatever. But when it comes to relationships, they freaking suck. They're a horrible person. They're really not that great of a parent. Like, they may, you know, show the world that they're this and they're good at their job, but it's like deep down, I know who this person is, and they just need work. They need some healing. They're not as emotionally together as they want everybody to believe that they are. So it's like you're holding on to them for these reasons. Here's the thing. Honest and trustworthy. For a lot of you guys, this person is not honest and this person is not trustworthy, but you're still holding on to their potential. For some of you guys, this person is a liar and a cheater and has never been faithful in a single relationship they've ever been in. They're also non-committal. Non-committal means they've never been in a commitment where they've been monogamous. They don't express their feelings. They hide their feelings, okay? This is too many, Spirit. They're telling me to take it. So this says spiritual blocks and red flags. For some of you guys realized early on, I want to do this first. You guys realized early on that they had spiritual blockage, and it really was a red flag for you. So some of you guys may not have jumped in as hard as you would have jumped in if you didn't see these red flags, but you still held on to them because you saw the potential. And then you started to reap what you sowed. Yes, you were in this for the right reasons, but the fact of the matter is, reaping what you sow can be bad or good. And the fact of the matter is, you were putting your seeds into soil that you knew was bad, hoping for prosperous plants, right? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So I feel like a lot of you guys just realize, you know what? I don't have to wait for this person to teach me about investments. I can go read about it. I can go read about investments. I don't need to wait for this person to teach me about investments, or to teach me this, or to teach me that. Okay, so this says spiritual or sexual transmitted diseases, but this feels more spiritual, okay? You guys may have felt, if you guys were intimate with this person, okay, on a physical level, you were always drained or always felt mentally like brain fog, or just your energy scattered after you were intimate with this person. Because again, it goes, that may have been what made you feel like this is a red flag. I should not feel like this with a spiritual counterpart after being intimate with them. Like, something's going on here, right? And we just talked about this. So you guys were staying in your comfort zone. You guys saw so much potential with this person. Now, for those of you that this is not a person, this is a job. This could be a job that you were like, I've been here for so long, and I know that there's so much potential here, and I know that there's so much growth. I don't want to remove myself from this situation, okay? That's all past energy, okay? So what I'm picking up is that you guys finally got to a place where you guys understood, okay? I don't need to stay in this connection with this person because of the potential that I see in this person, one. Two, getting to a place of, how am I supposed to pour into someone else's potential more than I pour into my own? There's something wrong there. There's no reason why I'm going so hard for this person's potential, yet I know I have potential. I see the potential in myself, and I don't go just as hard for my own potential. There's something wrong there. There's also this feeling where you guys started to realize and started to understand that you don't need to stay with someone because of what they can teach you, or because of what you feel like they can help you with in your own personal life, right? That's a learned behavior that also goes with childhood trauma, right? Back in our parents' day and our grandparents' day, that's how you got put on, right? Because you knew somebody, then that person knew somebody, or you stayed with somebody because they were in the business, or you stayed with somebody because they had these connections, right? Because back in our grandparents' time, like, phones weren't like that. You know what I mean? Like, not our grandparents, our great-grandparents. Phones, like, weren't like that. Like, yeah, phones were a thing, but they weren't a thing like they are now. You know, it was like mail took days, sometimes even weeks, right? So with your grandparents, that was something they learned, right? That was something they learned. Yo, that's who you want to be friends with because that person's going to put you on. Yo, stay with him because he got money. Like, that's a learned behavior that's passed down, like a generational curse, if you will, right? Staying with someone because it's a lot easier. Staying with someone for the potential of the relationship. Staying with someone because of what they can do for you or what they're providing for you, right? But in this day and age, there are too many people on Google who sell ebooks and teach the very thing that you're holding on to a connection for. There's Amazon, Kindle, there is daggone Google. There's too many outlets that you have to teach you the very thing that you're holding on to somebody for. There's really no reason for it, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are understanding that. A lot of you guys are coming out of that space. A lot of you guys are letting go of that fear of missing out, right? And you're like, you know what? I can do this for myself. So for a lot of you guys were realizing that this person was blocking your abundance, okay? Now, let's say that you're not in contact with this person. For some of you guys, I'm picking up that this is energetically. You started to understand either I'm holding on to this person energetically or they're holding on to me energetically, and that is what is blocking my abundance, right? So, exactly. Missing you. Because even though you guys aren't talking, you can energetically feel that this person still misses you. This person, you know, still is holding on to you and still is very much attached to you, right? So here with wisdom and expansion, right, this goes back to you guys waking up and getting the wisdom and things that you need. So with the expansion, I'm literally picking up that that's where you guys are struggling. You guys feel like I know I'm not done healing, but I've done enough healing to where I should have seen some type of progress. Like, what is the problem? Like, what is happening? I just feel like you guys are having a hard time because you're not as progressing as much as you want. Or for some of you guys, I'm hearing back to back to back. Like, it's one thing after the other. Like, you just can't catch a break. It's always something. Yeah, it's always something, always something. For some of you guys, okay, for some of you guys, it just feels like you guys are self-sabotaging this. And what do I mean by self-sabotaging this? You guys are really struggling. Like, you guys have been in solitude for so long. It's almost like there's like a fear here. Like, I can't explain the way Spirit has making me feel. Here with I love what I do. Thank you, Spirit. As I grab this card, overthinking, self-sabotage, mental prison, illusions, stress, trapped emotions, crossroads decisions. That's the reason why I was getting overwhelmed. You guys are overthinking. You guys are overthinking it. This really felt like it was supposed to be like a one and done. Like, I released this person, you know, like I understand that I have traumas and triggers. I'm working on them, wisdom, right? So what's the problem, Spirit? Like, why isn't anything moving for me? It's like there's a lot of overthinking that's happening right now. Why is wisdom here? Yeah, like, you guys totally understand that you need to have someone pour into you. Some of you guys are getting your finances together. Some of you guys are getting businesses off the ground. Like, I really feel like you guys are pouring into you. For my parents that are watching this, I'm even picking up that you guys are seeing where you can be a better parent at even, right? And I feel like you guys are being loyal to yourselves. There's a lot of self-love. There's a lot of pouring into yourself, for yourself sort of thing. Nine of Cups just trying to flip out. But you guys are still struggling. Why? Why are you guys still struggling? Because your intuition keeps telling you that something's coming in, but you don't see it yet. Why? Some of you guys really still need to cut cords. Here's the thing. How does cutting cords work, right? Even though you remove someone out of your life, but if they're energetically tied to you or you're tied to them, how do you know if you're still energetically tied to someone? You can't stop thinking about them. Still the first thought you think of when you wake up. You could be minding your own business, driving down the street, and you get overwhelming emotions of them, okay? This person, that means this person could be thinking about you. You're constantly seeing their name everywhere. Like you're literally minding your business, okay? For some of you guys, you guys are still getting readings on them. You guys are still checking their social media. That leaves you energetically tied, okay? So you need to get rid of the text message threads. You need to go ahead and move on, not just physically, but energetically. No longer getting readings on them, okay? When you see their name somewhere, what I tell my clients to do, when they're like, I keep seeing their name places, I keep hearing our song places. Okay, so here's the thing. The thing is that means that person is energetically connected to you. They're literally, sometimes it's like they're manifesting you to the point where their name is popping up places and all these things. First thing I like to do is tell God, Spirit, please send that energy back to that person. I don't want them to feel like I'm receiving it, loving it, and I'm all in my feelings. That's one. Two, I wear protective jewelry, okay? So that's black tourmaline, that's black obsidian, tiger eye, just off the top of my head, okay? This is so that my energy is protected. It's like a violation. Like, who are you to come in my energy and just decide? You know what I mean? Like, I'm minding my own business. I'm healing. I'm doing what I have to do. Who are you to decide to come in my energy to get me to think about you? Like, that's rude, okay? So the other thing I like to do is I like to list things that I'm grateful for. Gratitude is the highest vibration that there is, right? Gratitude and just like being grateful, right? When you're listing the things that you're grateful for, and this is not like no shade, every time I've ever done this with a client and I've told them to list the things they're grateful for, they never list the person that they're getting the reading on. Why? Because in that moment, that person's driving you completely nuts and you're not grateful for the negative ways that they're making you feel. So they're not on that list. So when they list the things that they're grateful for, I point out the fact, did you notice that person wasn't on that list? And your being in gratitude is a high vibration. So when that person starts trying to yank your energy back, you immediately send it back to them. Make sure you have on your protective jewelry and immediately start listing the things that you're grateful for. It's going to raise you above that low vibration, right? Okay. So for some of you guys, I'm picking up that you guys are still in, you guys have Three of Swords. I feel like you guys have totally maybe stopped talking to someone or released someone physically, but you're still energetically holding on to them. Okay, so you're going to need to cut cords. And for a lot of you guys, that is kind of what is putting the barrier between you and your prosperity coming in. Because the fact of the matter is there's certain abundance and certain prosperities that are not going to come in, because once you're blessed, if this person is attached to you, then they're blessed too, right? So, okay. The other thing that I'm picking up is that some of you guys, this is for people that, for some of you, not everybody, okay? If you've opened your own business or you've started something new and you're just like, you know, I'm just not seeing the clientele. I'm just not seeing this. I'm just not seeing that. Spirit is like, we just need you to do more research. You opened up the business, yes, but your talent and skill alone is not going to be enough to be successful. You need to learn how to use QuickBooks. You need to get your finances in order. You need a budget. You need to find ways to control. You need to find ways to educate yourself so that you are operating in such a high frequency and you know what you're doing. Because once we start sending you all these clients, that's money, that's exposure. If you don't know what to do with all of that when we send it to you, you're going to be overwhelmed and you may potentially stop. And there's no time to stop. So for some of you guys, yes. Page of Pentacles. For some of you guys, it's your lack of education. It is your lack of research. It is your lack of preparation outside of the fun stuff. Like, okay, I'm getting my business together. I'm ready to start doing hair. I love doing hair. Awesome. But what about finances? Have you taken a finance class? Do you have a budget? Do you know what to do with your taxes? Like, yeah, you've done, it's an LLC or whatever the case may be, all of that. But the not fun stuff. Do you know, like, the not fun stuff when it comes to whatever? Because I'm seeing so many different businesses here. Blessings. Yes, a solid offer. The universe is like, as soon as you get your finances in order, I'm hearing for some of you guys, this is for someone in particular, there is a business coach that some of you guys have been looking at on Instagram. There's a reason why that person keeps coming up in your thing. Try them out. Get a session with them. Get a business coach that can help direct you. Yes. So that way you guys aren't defeated, because if not, Magician and Five of Swords, everything that you manifested, you'll be ready to give it up. You'll feel defeated. You'll feel like, you know what? I don't have the willpower for this. You're going to feel completely defeated. Yes. Eight of Swords in reverse. That's your freedom. That's your escape. For some of you guys, you are the person that is blocking your abundance right now. That's what needs to happen. Listen, because here's the thing. The money is coming. The opportunity is coming. But the fact of the matter is for some of you guys, you guys stayed in a connection or stayed connected to someone. This could be a friend. This could be a coworker, whatever, because of their knowledge. Let's just say that they know how to flip houses. They know how to invest. They know how to do this. They know how to do that. So you're staying connected to them for all the wrong reasons. You're staying connected to them because you're like, yo, I really don't deal with her like that. But, you know, she knows about how to flip houses. Or, you know, we're not in a relationship anymore, but like, you know, like I still deal with him because, you know, he knows how, you know, to do the realtor stuff, and I'm trying to get my realtor license. But at the end of the day, Spirit is like, first of all, that's the energy you're putting out. You can't be mad when you attract people who are just using you for what you can do for them. That's one, okay? For two, Spirit is like, you don't need that person. Google, go to Kindle, go to Amazon, buy a book that breaks all that down, right? Three, 9 times out of 10, there is somebody on Instagram who is selling an ebook or selling a course or selling a program, or who has the exact information that you absolutely need. This way, because here's the thing, your blessings are not meant to be shared with everybody. There's certain people around you your blessings aren't supposed to be shared with. But if you're holding on to this person and using this person for that, that's exactly what they're going to do. Well, you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. I'm the reason why you have that. Who taught you how to do that? Nah, Spirit's like, I'm going to need you to make a clean break. I'm going to need you to do some research and then watch how everything comes flowing in, because outside of that, it's not judgment. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I was going to do an extended to this, but I feel like I don't need to. Like, I just heard you laid all the cards out on the table. I did, didn't I? Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Yes, that's what's going to bring balance and harmony into this. I see so much abundance and so much coming in for you guys, but it absolutely positively cannot come in until you start to understand that you are your greatest asset. Not what asset you can be to another person, but you are your greatest asset. Do the research. Yes, at some point, even when you're building a business, you are going to need other people. You're not supposed to be, you know, doing an accountant's job. Like, I don't do numbers. Like, that's for the accountant to do. Cool, bet. But the stuff Spirit is talking about, this is stuff you still need to know about. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Yes. In order for you guys to have this high status, yes. Yeah, I cannot. Sorry, guys, I'm getting excited. Okay. In order for you guys to have this lavish life abundance that you guys are wanting, You guys have got to release yourself from everybody and everything that Spirit is telling you is no longer in your best interest. It doesn't matter if they know about Airbnbs. It doesn't matter if they know about loans. It doesn't matter if they know about investments. It doesn't matter if they know about flipping houses. The fact of the matter is, from what Spirit is showing me, things are not coming in for you guys because of who you guys are attached to for the wrong reasons. And it's not, and I want to make it clear, I don't feel malicious energy here. Some of you guys didn't even look at it that way. It was just like, I didn't even, see it that way. Like, they told me they would help me. I don't hang out with them. I don't deal with them on that level. But I mean, if you tell me you're going to help me, okay, cool. You can help me. But Spirit's like, you don't need somebody who treats you like garbage and holding over your head. Oh, I'm toxic and I treat you any kind of way, but I know that you need my loan advice. I know that you need, how I know how to flip houses over your head. Spirit's like, no, you're too good for that. Listen, I know I'm a quick person to be like, I'm not too good for anything, but at the end of the day, there are certain things you're too good for, especially when you've done the work, you've done a lot of deep healing work. Like, listen, the most expensive thing I have on is my energy. Okay. It is very expensive and I'm not just giving anybody access to it. Right. A lot of y'all feel that way, as you should. Okay. And those of y'all who don't get it, like, trust me, once you get to that healing space where you've put in years, time, blood, sweat, tears into your energy, into your healing. Okay. Ain't nobody coming in to interrupt this piece, okay? Nobody, right? So that is what I have for you guys today. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe, okay? And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time that I post a reading, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one.